Thank you for visiting Columbia Southern University's Math and Writing Center course. Today, let's learn about SafeAssign. In this video, we'll learn what SafeAssign is, how it's used, and how to enroll in the free Originality Checker in Blackboard. Then, we'll take a look at a SafeAssign report together, and I'll share some tips on keeping your SafeAssign scores low. Let's get started. So, what exactly is SafeAssign? SafeAssign is a plagiarism prevention tool provided by Blackboard to help promote academic integrity. This program checks student papers submitted in Blackboard against a global database to identify possible matches between newly submitted files and existing sources. From that information, it then generates a report indicating the percentage of matching text. The report highlights passages of text that match closely with an existing source. Here at Columbia Southern University, you can access the SafeAssign Originality Checker from your homepage in Blackboard to generate a mock SafeAssign report on assignments prior to submission in your course. This tool allows you to see what passages are matching and edit your paper as needed to lower your SafeAssign score. Papers submitted through the Originality Checker will not be permanently recorded in the system, so you can use it as many times as needed. Accessing the SafeAssign Checker in Blackboard is quick and easy. After logging into Blackboard, select the Institution page from the left panel. Then, take a look at the Student Resources. Click on the SafeAssign Essay Checker option. Once you arrive on this page, you can click Plus Enroll. This will open the self-enrollment screen. Click Submit to proceed. After clicking Submit, you should see a short message indicating that you have successfully enrolled in the SafeAssign Checker. Click OK to return to the Checker's home screen. You're now enrolled in the Originality Checker. Now, you can try submitting an assignment and generating your first report. Looking at the course menu, the first thing you'll probably notice is that there are 5 separate report generators. For each of these generators, you can submit one paper every 24 hours, so you can generate up to 5 reports a day. These generators will refresh at the end of the 24-hour period, allowing you to submit more assignments. Let's create our first report using Generator 1. From this screen, choose Browse Local Files. Select the document that you want to check, then click Open. You should see the title of your document appear on the page. Click Submit. After submitting the paper, you'll see a preview of the paper that states Report in Progress. Depending on the complexity of your paper, it could take a few minutes to generate your report. While we're waiting for our report to be generated, let's take a short break to talk about percentages. Right now, SafeAssign is generating a report on the paper we submitted. SafeAssign's report will show us what the percentage of text is that matches too closely to another source. I'm hoping that our essay comes back with a low score. But how low should our score be? At CSU, for most assignments, you'll want to aim for a score of 20% or lower. However, keep in mind that this is a guideline. Depending on the length of your paper, the type of assignment, and the number of references used, your score might fluctuate. If you receive a SafeAssign score and are unsure whether it's within the acceptable limits, please reach out to the Writing Center by email at teamsucceed@columbiasouthern.edu or by phone at 875-877-0533. We'll be happy to help you interpret your report. Now that we know a little more about how SafeAssign scores work, Let's check back in with our report. After submitting your assignment to the Originality Checker and waiting a few minutes, you can click Refresh or click back into the generator that you used. When your score is available, you'll see the percentage provided where it previously said Report in Progress. It looks like this paper has a 10% match. That's great! While we won't need to make any edits for this particular essay to lower the score, let's still open up the SafeAssign report and take a look at which passages we're matching. To open the report, click on your percentage match. Then, from the menu that opens, select View Originality Report. In the Originality Report, you can take a look at the specific passages in your paper that match to another source. For our example paper here, we have a direct quote, the title of a source, and a URL matching to other sources in SafeAssign's global database. These types of matches are completely fine, and they're to be expected. From the report, you can look at the Sources column for more information on what your paper is matching to. In this paper, we can see that our direct quote and our source title match to websites, while the flagged URL matches to another student's paper. So, the paper we submitted together had a low SafeAssign score, and that's great. But what should you do if your score comes back above 20%? First, identify why the score is so high. Is this a building assignment or a resubmission? Are you working from a template that's required in your class? Perhaps you have a short paper that needed several reference citations. In these cases, a higher score may not be a problem. However, always be sure to reach out to the Writing Center and your professor for guidance in such situations. If the score is high due to direct quotes or information that matches too closely to other sources, you'll want to work on paraphrasing the passages that are flagged in your report. Paraphrasing well is the best strategy for lowering a SafeAssign score. Try this. After reading over your report, note down the passages that are flagged. Take very brief notes on the content. Use keywords, dates, and figures, but be sure not to write down any complete sentences. Then take a break. Go for a walk or have a snack. When you come back, try rewriting your passages based only on your notes. Rewriting parts of your paper with this method will help you avoid the original problematic wording, and you might even be able to make some unique observations on your topic by writing like this. I hope that this introduction to SafeAssign has been helpful for you. Do you have any additional questions or concerns about using SafeAssign? We're here to help. Reach out to the Writing Center by email at teamsucceed@columbiasouthern.edu or by phone at 875-877-0533 for one-on-one assistance from one of our talented team of professional educators. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome rest of your day.